What's up, folks? Welcome to 802 Garage. Depending on how well you know me and the channel, this will come as no surprise, but I bought another car. I know, I have too many, but this is my new to me 2002 Subaru Impreza WRX. It has about 186,000 miles. The interior is decent, has a decent set of wheels and snow tires. As you can see, it has a little bit of damage, but if you're like me and you like interacting with videos, I just want you to go down in the comments below and guess how much you think I paid for this car. If you already know somehow, don't spoil it for other people, but just go leave a comment and guess, and I'm going to go over the car in detail with you real quick right now. Just going to try to make this one take and I'll tell you how much it cost me. But so go leave a guess. I think it'll just be fun to see how much people think it is a running and driving 2002 Subaru Impreza WRX, although it needs a little bit of work before it's completely roadworthy. But just go leave a guess. It'll be fun. So now that that's out of the way, let's actually give you a walk around the car. I'll start out with the exterior, we'll go to the interior, and then we'll go into the engine bay, and then I'll tell you what my plans are for the car and exactly what I paid for it. So right off the bat, it is this white color, although this mirror is silver. Stock wheels, some Hankook snow tires, which are actually fairly decent. They're studded. But as you can see, the hood is obviously a different color, and it's also a little bit mangled. We got a little bit of front end damage here. It's a fixer-upper, you know, just pull this fender back, pull this. Anyway, so that's completely wrecked. That fog light is wrecked. I didn't actually check this one. That fog light's good. So we got one good headlight, one good fog light. Radiator's no good. AC is no good. We'll go more into that in a second. Bumper's no good. This wheel has a little bit of curb rash, and unfortunately somewhere on this tire we do have a chunk taken out right there, so it's probably not long for this world, which sucks because this is a full set with a decent set of tires, so that reduces the value a little bit more as well. Obviously that fender is no good. Rocker panels on this car actually okay. Apparently they did do some repairs to them, but they're definitely not perfect. I've seen much rustier. These doors are both okay. A little bit of rust starting. Unfortunately, the white on these cars really shows the rust bad. And like I said, it does have 186,000 miles, so it's not brand new. Hi, baby. My little doggy's out here. She loves the snow. She's checking out the car. Nava, do you approve? Yeah, good girl. So it does have drilled and slotted rotors on all four corners. Apparently they were done pretty recently, which is nice because, well, I'll get into that more in a minute, why that matters, since the car, you know, needs a little work before it drives again. And then we've got smashback window, and we've got probably the worst damage on the car right here. Looks like somebody just took a boot and beat it right in. The hatch itself, a little bit of damage right here. Kind of interesting how that paint peeled off. It actually must have rubbed right against something. Rear bumper no good. Lost the taillight, obviously, and that fender is smashed. I almost forgot, I gotta throw this little tidbit in here. This might hurt the value a little bit, but this isn't what I said it was. It's actually a Spur Wix Imprez. So it's an Imprez Wix, a Spur Imprez Wix. Yeah, I don't know. It's not quite the WRX I promised, but I actually did find the R laying on the ground where I got the car from, and I threw it in the back. So it can be restored, don't worry. I don't know about the UAU though. Ooh? Subaru? All right, I'm done. Rear windshield and windshield wiper appear to be good, which is nice, although I don't know if I'll save the back glass, but definitely the wiper mechanism. And I think this does still open, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. This taillight crack in it, so lost value there as well. But yeah, that's the exterior of the car. Roof is good, roof racks are good, and the spoiler is good. So if you haven't guessed by now, this car probably is not going to see the road again. But let's move on to the interior. And all the doors do work, the locks work. This door was a little bit sticky, but yeah, actually, let's give you a kind of a wider angle view here. The seats are in pretty good shape. There's actually no tears on this driver's seat, which usually they get torn right here, but it is a little bit collapsed. That's to be expected with this many miles. I don't know if this is a permanent stain or just something dirty on it, but either way, these would definitely be suitable to use in another car just to sort of improve the interior of an older model. Momo wheel, not in the best shape. They always rub off right here, especially if you don't clean them regularly. Ugh, that's some human slime right there, as MCM would say. But the airbag is really nice, which is good because I have cars that need that. The Momo emblem is beautiful, so that's really nice. The dash looks like somebody was trying to take care of it. Dash is in good shape. This stuff is in good shape. I mean, like, look at the sheen on that. That's definitely been armor-alled or something. We got the fog light and cruise buttons. Those are useful for stuff. I actually like using these little buttons. You can rewire them so that they don't rely on the dim headlights, and that's pretty fun. Sorry if I'm breathing weird. It is cold out here. We definitely have some, it smells like Glade like crazy in here. Radio was taken out, climate control, but they did give me the pocket and the factory radio with the car. We've got some mesh that was on here somewhere, obviously, free trash bag. I believe this seat is in pretty much perfect condition. Center console here. I don't even know if it opens. We're missing the button. Button blanks there, mirror switch, and it was a stick shift, which is a bit floppy. It definitely needs the linkage done, but it did work in shift and everything like that. Let me prove it to you. I'll have to get in. So it is a nice thing that it's a stick shift. It does also have the WRX pedals, which is nice, of course. But clutch, there you go. First, second. Oh my god, this thing is so floppy. Third, maybe fourth, fifth. Yeah, so it works. We'll leave it in reverse. Glove box is in good shape. Button works. Oh, I didn't even look in there. We got probably some other people's COVID masks. Actually, looks like it has the owner's manual, which is kind of cool. Oh, like I said, this dash is in good shape. Airbag in good shape. Door panels in good shape. Oh, actually, this is really nice along the top. I didn't even check that. Nice door panel. No idea what kind of speakers in here. Could be factory crap. They could be nice. Came with one key. Ooh, that cup holder actually works pretty good too. Shame that it's painted white, because I definitely am not a fan of that. Looking in the back here, we've got a lot of junk. Back seats seem to be in good shape. We got a battery that is probably no good, and I'm going to take off that seat just in case it's leaking. Like I said, that door was sticky, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, open fine. Take this off the seat. Carpet seems pretty good in here. Arizona cans. Ooh, look at these. Dang, some free cheap heels with this. Ooh, some sitting the battery on the glass. We're in the seats. Got the battery tie down. So yeah, doubting that battery's any good. It's a Walmart battery anyway, but I keep batteries around. I can either sell them or use them in other cars. We got the air intake scoop here. You got probably the old brakes. Come on. Let's get creative here. Flip this up real quick. We got a gross fake camo jacket. I don't mean it's gross because of grossness. I just mean because it's fake camo. Possibly coolant. Who knows? But yeah, so the interior is in pretty good shape, and in the trunk too was fine. Apparently there was some rust on the strut towers that has been repaired. Questionably, don't really know much about that. Let's check out. Yep, just old brakes. So looks like I got more scrap metal. So you know the brakes were done recently, because I still got the old ones, which is kind of cool. More jacket, more clothes. This car came with a free pair of gloves, a bunch of free clothes, some free heels. Very strange. So let's go into the engine bay. Oh, and as I told you, this was a running and driving car. Not much to say about the engine. So here's what I'd like from y'all, if you feel like it. Whatever your guess was before, don't go edit it. Don't go cheating now. You made a guess at the beginning if you made a guess, and I want you to stick to it. Oh. Here's the engine bay. Only stuff that was really ruined was the radiator and this little timing cover and the battery. But now that you've seen the car in a lot more detail, Nava, come here, baby. Now that you've seen the car in a lot more detail, she's so fast. Whoa, whoa. She didn't go on the road. She's a good dog. Make another guess. Go back down, comment on your own comment, or just leave another comment. What do you think I paid for the car now that you've seen it? Hopefully you're gonna guess a lot less. Maybe it's exactly the same because you're the clever type. But so, engine bay. Brand new alternator. Apparently he paid like 170 bucks for it, probably at Napa. I'm not going to complain about that. Well, when I say brand new, I mean refurbished. Engine is in pretty good shape. Intercooler's not that bad. Looks like it was painted kind of greenish color at some point. Fins look like they've been repaired a little bit, but it's just a stock WRX intercooler. They're not that valuable. Turbo is in really good shape. I checked the shaft play on this and it feels exactly like a factory turbo should. Just has a little tiny bit. Came with a free gasket. Yeah, right there. Downpipe was taken out. He said he had to take that out to, I don't know if he said he had to take it out because it cost him a bunch of money or if he was going to use it to pay somebody back for towing the car or what exactly it was, but whatever. I didn't complain. He took it out before I bought the car. I also wanted to check this out real quick. Let's see if we can see. I believe this car might have an aftermarket exhaust on it. Oh yeah, that's definitely aftermarket. That's like a 3-inch all the way back from whatever the downpipe was. It was just some kind of aftermarket downpipe. So this thing probably sounded pretty decent. I don't think that's a brand name anything. It kind of looks like a Borla replica, but definitely a big exhaust, so that can be used somewhere else. I didn't really look over all the fine details on this car when I bought it, but so this hose got chopped in the accident. It ran into the belt, and this plastic container ran into the timing cover and broke the timing cover, which is not good. But it shouldn't have done anything bad to the cam gear because this is just plastic and it would take a lot of force to bend that cam gear. So hopefully no major damage. I'm not planning to really start this thing until I take the rest of that cover off and inspect everything. He said that after the accident, he did start it and it did run to move out of where it was. So the engine should be good. And at worst, obviously I would never reservice this engine before replacing the timing belt and probably the components, but this cam gear should be good and I might replace it just to be safe anyways. I didn't even really check the coolant condition. I probably should have, but a lot of it's going to be out of there, of course. I don't see signs of head gasket fixer, so that's good. But he did tell me that he purchased this from someone who either was the Subaru mechanic or had it done at a Subaru mechanic, and they said the head gasket was done, I believe, 50,000 miles ago. You can actually see it right there. The head gasket looks kind of new and shiny. And he says it was done with 6-star head gaskets, which are technically an upgrade over the OEM. So hopefully that person knew what they were doing. Hopefully it was done well. If the car ran for 50,000 miles with the new head gaskets, then that's good. Kind of strange that a WRX would need head gaskets at 120,000 miles, because if you haven't heard my rant before, it's mostly the naturally aspirated 2.5 engine that has head gasket issues. The EJ20 doesn't usually have that many issues, but if you manage to overheat the car, there's a much better chance of blowing the head gaskets. So it could have been that. Could have been any number of things. Maybe they had it tuned. Who the heck knows? Either way, allegedly a good engine with 6-star head gaskets. Who knows the exact details, but he did tell me it ran and drove out of where it crashed. Otherwise, the car would be worth less. So my main reasons for buying the car were, yes, an EJ20 goes all day on Facebook Marketplace if it's in good running condition for anywhere between $800 and $1,500, sometimes a lot more. That's Vermont prices for high mileage engines. In this case, I just figure it still has value. All the parts in the engine bay have value to some extent, if not to someone else, then to me. And I also get to keep lots of little things like little clips and whatnot. This car is going to be a part out. There's no way I have the time or capabilities to save it. Also value to me, the factory wheels and tires. And I actually have like 7 of these factory wheels kicking around. I need to create a full set eventually. The doors, and at least the components, have some value. The interior has some value. So overall, I know I could part it out and make my money back, but also the main thing I was thinking, other than just money, is that this has a manual transmission, it has the clutch pedal, and it has everything you could need to do a manual swap, since this was a manual car, on this, which is my other 2002 Bugeye WRX. And this I bought for $1,000, has some questionable history, but this is a good running and driving car, other than the automatic transmission is having some issues. It's not a rusty pile of junk. It definitely has some cosmetic issues, but nothing that can't be fixed. And I made a video, or a couple videos on this, so I'll put a little link in the upper corner. This one also has a pretty good interior, but it's missing a few little pieces of it. I remember, like, yeah, that glove box door is a little messed up. It needs the radio and pocket that I got with the other car. You know, there's lots of little things that could be improved here. It also does need an exhaust, although I bought a God Snow exhaust for it, which I'll probably use over the one on that car, but we'll see exactly what the plan is. So basically lots of little parts on that car I can use to make this one a manual transmission 2002. It has much lower mileage than the other cars, and between the two engines, I can definitely find which one is the better engine. Because if I'm going to do the trans, I might as well pull it anyways, clean everything up, make it nice and tidy, and then I will have a really good sorted 2002 Bugeye WRX wagon. So back to this car. Here's my old car, Old Faithful, rust bucket best. I love this car. If you haven't seen the TikToks on me dragging this thing out with the back wheels locked, that was quite a thing. You can see all the traction lost, and it's piled up dirt there from being yanked. But yeah, the back brakes on this are so locked up, I need to remove the wheels and hit the drums with a sledgehammer. But that was fun. So check out my TikTok if you haven't, at 802 Garage. So what did I pay for this car? Let's put the hood back down so you can get another look at the beauty. My solidly running. Hey, that latches. Look at the hood scoop. 400 bucks. I paid 400 bucks for this. Tow was free, got it AAA'd. So basically, just wanted to give you guys an overview of the car. Figured it would be fun. I'm going to make a TikTok about it and tell people to come check it out on YouTube. So if you're here from TikTok, do let me know down in the comments. I really appreciate you all the new subscribers from TikTok. It's been really awesome. 2020 was great for that reason. Went from 0 to 150,000 plus followers on TikTok, and probably 4,000 or 5,000 you came over to YouTube to subscribe. So for 2021, we got a lot going on. We of course have the V10 Impreza, and that entire build is going to be on the YouTube channel. As soon as I make a little more progress on it, we're getting there. And then come spring, I will be working on the AW11 MR2 and that engine swap, and I will be working on manual swapping that Bugeye WRX with all the parts from this and parting this out. So let me know what you all want to see, and let me know what you think of the price I paid. $400. He was actually selling the car as whole, and he was looking to get somewhere around 12 or 15, I want to say. I don't remember exactly. And unfortunately, while he had it listed for sale, he had this accident. And so he messaged me, because he was messaging me before asking if I thought he had a good asking price. And I was like, I mean, I'd be interested if I had the money. But so then he had this accident and said, do you think it's worth 500? And I'm like, yeah, I still think it's worth 500 bucks. I told him I would buy it for that if I had the money, but I'm pretty broke. And he was like, if you can come get it soon, I can do it for 4. And I didn't really argue with him. So I spent the 400 bucks and here's the car. Yeah, just basically let me know what you think. I figure actually, oh, and this is another cool idea I have for it. If you haven't seen my daily, it's this same car, except it's purple, all-wheel drive 93. I'm thinking I can take all the brakes off of this and have the WRX brakes on my 93 daily. And the difficult part about that is you have to change the rear knuckles, because my car is drum brakes. But then I could have 4-wheel disc brakes, newer knuckles, and probably newer bearings, since mine have 270,000 miles on them, questionably, who the heck knows. So I think that'd be a pretty cool idea. But yeah, just thought I'd give you an overview of this. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much. Let me know what you think of the price, 400 bucks, and I'm interested to see if any of you made guesses in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Gillotti Garage. I know I'm usually in my videos on YouTube more, so here I am, but really appreciate you all, and hopefully there's a lot more to come in 2021. I'm not always as productive as I want to be, but I'm doing my best. V10 Impreza stuff coming soon. I appreciate y'all. Catch you very soon on 802 Garage. Isn't that right, Nava? What are you eating? What'd you find? What'd you find? Is that a bone? She found a bone. Bye, everybody. Nava. Nava. Where are you going? Come here. Come here. Don't go over there. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, yeah. She loves the snow.